all these numbers by using 10 printf statements. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
this particular program is not very helpful. Very helpful in what context? Like a lot of typing effort. See, 10 variable declarations. Okay, actually 30 variable declarations are there. Then you need to enter 20 data. Okay, 20% is and 20 ampersand operator means 40 effort of typing here and 30 effort. 40 plus 30 is 70. Now you need to add all those things. Fine, all those things together. So for each operation, 1 2 3, and if I'm not considering equals to, then 3 multiplied by 10 is 30. So 70 plus 30 is 100. 100 typing effort you need to require for addition only, and then 10 more typing effort is required to display the answer. Okay, so 110 effort is required. Agree or not? You are getting my point?
Yes, sir.
What I want to say? Now, suppose the same program, if I'm going to write with the help of uh, array. Array is simple data type. So this is integer, and this is the only way you know that how do we write a program to add 10 numbers. Now come to next. Okay. So what are arrays? Arrays is a structure of related data item. Related data item means it is a integer, array of integer, and array of character, etc. And this is a static entity. Static entity means once you have declared that array is of size 10, then it will remain of size 10 for the entire program. So what we do, what we need to do, we declare the array of more size. Means it depends in future use. Suppose it requires more data, then we will declare like that. So here, this is the example. The name of array is C. Okay, name of array is C. Just we are using indexing. We are using indexing like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if indexing is used, you can see that it is a number, and you can replace this number by I. Okay, simple I, CI. Okay. So now, like in previous example, we have written A1, A2. So this can be written as A in square bracket 1 and A in square bracket 2 likewise. Fine. And this array is declared as integer C12. C12, now the indexing is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 11. Because the indexing starts from 0, that's why the last element is n minus 1. That is 11, or 12 minus 1 equals to 11. Now, group of consecutive memory locations. It is group of consecutive memory locations, but you must know that although it is consecutive memory location, suppose the integer size is 4 byte, then if first location is 1, then first location is 0, then next location will be 4, and then next location will be 8, and likewise. So although this is consecutive, but depending on the size of storage, it will give the address of particular memory location. Fine. Now, to refer an array element, specify array name and position number. So this will refer the array name, and the position number is given in square bracket. Like C2, C3, is the, if you are referring, okay, if you are declaring, then declaration is done by this syntax C12. Integer C12 will declare the array. The format is array name and position number. First element is position 0, and nth element is at n minus 1 location. Fine. So this shows simple storage of array. Now let me show you one program related with array. So this is our C compiler, and now we need to write a program using array. Fine. So include stdio.h is there, integer main is also there. Now our turn is to declare the code. So what is our code? Integer a 10. Suppose I want to add 10 numbers. So I had written 10. Now second variable is b 10. Okay. Now third variable where we will store the data is sum. Sum and then 10. Fine. Now semicolon will be here. Let us write entering the data. So for integer I equals to 0, I is less than or equals to not equals to. Remember, you cannot use equals to. Okay. Otherwise, it will go beyond the indexing. 0 to 9 you need to run. Okay. Or if you want to write equals to for your convention, then you can write like this: I equals to 10 minus 1. So both is having same meaning. Now come to I plus plus. Okay. Then we are going to write one command, that is printf. Printf enter a, and in bracket I put %d so that it will look more interactive, and then arrow. Fine. So this will print the A, and yes. One error is there. This is double quote and this too is double quote. And in place of %d, I will put I. Okay. Now come to next thing, scanf. Scanf. Then I will enter the data %d, comma, address of AI. Fine. I. Similar statement I am using for B, because I want to make this program interactive. So here I am writing B, and this is also B. Now, as soon as I receive the data, sum I equals to AI plus BI. Okay. So this will give you the sum of element. Now I will create another for loop which will display the output. This for loop is again with local statement, and I want to show AI plus BI equals to CI. Okay. Or sum I. Yes. So sum I equals to AI A%D, or better, yes, %d plus %d b %d, and now that must be equals to what value? It is actual value %d. Okay, %d. Now in all the three places I will come, and the last place address of not address of, last place sum I will come. Sum I will come. Fine. So this is our way of writing the program. This program is very simple. If I am running this program, it will scanf is without %, and this is the error. Now enter A0. Now it is asking, this line is compiled. Okay, enter A. A is constant, but %d, instead of writing %d, it will write the current I value. Suppose I had put 23. Okay, 23. Now it is asking for, it is not asking for anything. Scanf address of AI. It is very slow compiler. A0 34. I don't know why it is not. So this is our program. I am running this program. Now enter A230. Oh my God. What is the instance 230? How it is coming? Is
Sir,
there any problem? Yes.
you wrote 23 before percentage.
Okay. Fine. Stop and run once again. Now A10 is suppose 12, 34, 12. Then B0 it is asking 34. Then this will be A1. Oh, yes. Now we need to enter so many numbers. Now what happened actually, I had put some special character. That's why this will giving us a very bad answer. So let me write once again this program /n, and it is much better to run with this garbage value. Yes. So I am using y. Okay. Now, due to y, it will take garbage value and the answer is like this. Fine. So this I want sum 0 equals to A0 plus B0, sum 1 equals to A1. This is actually garbage value. Let me write once again the program, run once again the program. So now I am entering 2, 2, 2 for all the numbers. 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, 6, 6, 3, 4, 6, 5, and you can see the answer. Actually, this arrow is coming. This arrow should not be there. So I had left this arrow. Now you can see that what is A0? 3, 3 plus 4 is 7. Correct? Now,
Yes, sir.
second is 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. Now, next is 6 plus 7 is 13. And next one is 13 and A4, B4. So this is 2 plus 3, 5. Then A5, B5 is 9. A6, B6 is 8. And A7, B7 is 12. And A8, B8 is 7. And A9, B9 is 5. So is there any doubt related with this program?
No, sir.
Now,
No, sir.
yes, I'm creating one more program. This will show you the address, consecutive address. Okay. So this program is now clear to all of you. So I will post it for you in the same WhatsApp group. And just try to run this program. Okay.
Okay, sir.
सेक्शन बी में भी पेस्ट कर दिया मैंने, ए में भी पेस्ट कर देता हूँ सेक्शन ए. This program is now available for you, and let us see address of each variable. How do we check the address of each variable? So this is our for loop. Okay. And now if you want to check the address, I'm not going to store anything. Now let us write one statement printf slash n find slash n %p is my %p. Address of a %I is %p. For A only it is sufficient, I think, %p, and now I need to write address of AI. Fine. This, when you write address, okay, it will automatically find the address of this particular variable. If I run this program, you can see the address 4850 and all other is coming at 50 because it is pointing to first address, I think, or some error is there. Okay. Yes. There is one error. I need to write I here. Now it will run correctly. You can see 70, 74, 78, 8, 4, 12. 12 means C. Then C plus 4, 16. 16 means 0. 4, 8, and likewise this addresses are coming. And these addresses are common. Yes or no? So I am
Yes,
pasting
Yes,
this
sir.
also. So this is address of consecutive location. So my PowerPoint is not responding now. So here you can see the example is pasted over here, and you now come to next slide of this PowerPoint. Yes. Examples of using arrays. Now there are different ways of writing program. Fine, different ways of writing program. So you can initialize array by using You can initialize array by using simple integer n5 equals to 7. This will declare all the elements to means all the variable let us see the code in our coding section also. Yes. So from where I can go here, I need to use. Yeah. So this is our program. Now let me declare all the variables as Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, so that it will reach to the original state. Now this is our program. Fine. So let us write this declaration as 7 and this as 5. Now let me run. Oh, it is asking for enter. So this thing we need not to go, but one thing we require, and that is sum equals to. So this we can perform here. Any for loop, whenever you are using array, then you need for loops. So here you can see that the answer is 12 for 1. Okay. So it is not declaring array to all the elements as given in that PPT, means it was misinterpreted. So it will only initialize first element and all other to 0. Okay. If I am writing like this, so this will only initialize first element and all other to 0. So for this purpose, we will initialize it as 0. And now we can run this program like this. So it will automatically, suppose you want to initialize so many elements, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if I am running, it will give me, oh, this is again running. But this is not correct way. Earlier it gives error. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 3, 4, and 5. Now similar value I am going to copy here for. I want to say that if you are declaring very few element, then it will produce an error. But here it is running correctly or perfectly. Okay. So how it was written by the author of that book. So this is our initializer, and I had marked cross here that you need not to use this type of thing, and 5 equals to 1, 2, 3, and 14. And this shows that number of element in left hand side must be equals to number of element in right hand side. But this agreement is also this will also run if not enough initializer, rightmost element becomes 0. Fine. So n5 equals to 0, all elements 0. Fine. And if too many, a syntax error is produced, a syntax error. So for this case, syntax error will be produced, but it is not like that. It will perform what it will do. Anyone? Yes.
Your screen is not visible.
My screen is not visible.
Yes, sir.
It is
दिख
visible.
तो रही है, दिख रही है. So it's visible to us.
So now integer n5 is given. and 1, 2, 3 and 17 is written. Then it is interpreted as n0 equals to 1, n1 equals to 2, n2 equals to 3, n3 equals to 17, and n4 equals to 0. Let us now try to do some other experiment also. Like if I am
Sir.
putting one, yes.
Sir, in the initialization, we can write less number of numbers, but not more than left hand side.
No. You can also write the more numbers. Here
Oh,
you
okay.
can see, yes, in this program, you can also write the more numbers. Okay. So I am doing, I am compiling the program and I am putting all these things together in slide, because it was in early days fine, but nowadays it is working fine. So control M will generate if number of elements are less than. So we will check all the cases. Fine. Yes, here. So let us write this as 5 is sufficient, I think. And I'm not going to explain the B and C. Or we can go only display element. Okay, this program I am writing for displaying the element. And this must be A equals to, and this is written as %D. And now /n is given and I is required here, and address of AI. Fine. So this is our first case where the number of elements are more. If we run, now error is generated. But error is generated due to syntax, not any other reason. Any other errors?
Sir, you still wrote B elements in sum.
Okay, fine. Now here you can see that if the number of elements are more, then also it is run. Okay. So this is the case for number of elements more. Fine. So if number of elements are more, so it is pasted like this. Control M. If number of elements are less, and if number of element equals to 1. ये कहां पर की बात हो रही है? इनिशियलाइजर. ओके. initializer if number of elements are less, if number of elements is fine, so that you can understand. And let us delete this. From here I need to delete the notations. There is no meaning of writing this notation now. Fine. So now if single element is there, single element like 2 is there, because it was written as 0, but there is no meaning of writing 0. Now garbage is coming. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Why garbage is coming? If it is 0, let us see 0. Then also it is not working. Oh, yes. This must be 5. Or let us write 4. Again, it is not coming correct. Oh, what is the reason? Address of AI. I want the data, na? So that is the problem. Now let us write 2. If 2 is written, then how it is interpreted? It is interpreted like this. So if the element is equals to 1, then this will be answer. Fine. Now come to next step. If element is more than this, 2, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sir, we have already done more.
Yes, more we have already done, na? Okay.
Yes, sir. Less is remaining.
Less is remaining, so let us write for less. These are the cases. Fine. Now it is very easy to understand for you. Now come to next example. This example will take the elements, it will take the numbers. It will not taking, actually we have initialized all these things. Okay, so that's why it is stored at. And now only thing we need to understand is that you must define the size first. Why size is defined? Because if you want to enter less number of element, then you can use less number of with less number of element. Or if you want to use more number of element, like if you want to use 3, then you can use 3. And if you want to up to 10, you can use. So this size is the maximum size. Got it? Understand or not?
Sir. Yes,
Now,
sir.
yeah. One more thing, like a integer n will be pasted here. Some person says that, sir, here, because I'm writing integer n, okay, and the person says that I am asking the user printf enter n, enter n. This was his question. and I am showing what error will come here. Scanf %d address of n. So the fellow asked me that we have asking the user to enter the number. That's why I can put n here, but this will give you error. Fine. So you must know that the compiler must know what is the value. If I am writing this as 10, then this will be fine. This is not fine. Oh, it must be constant integer now. And if I am writing, I am omitting this. So this is fine. Okay. So there is no problem with this statement. Control V. Let us delete this and let us run this. So this compiler error is very means important. That person thought that n will be asked by the user, and that's why this program is not having any error. So I am array declaration here, control N. So in what situation error will not come? So first situation is there where error is coming because you have not declared. Now second situation looks very simple. Second situation looks very simple that I am pasting here. Okay. Integer n equals to 5. Fine. This will also generate one error. I think you are able to understand then in what moment. Sometimes the question may ask in your objective type of questions. So here also, this is another error. And now array declaration, error removal. So this is our third slide. Here I am pasting this as constant. Okay. Now warning generated. Oh, yes. So one more is there. Control M, Control D actually, not M. There is another type where you can declare the array. So it is much better practice to write define. Okay, what you need to define the size of array. So define size as 100. Now what will happen here if I am writing this as size size. Okay. Now if I am running this program, you can see the output up to 100. This is free. Up to 100 it is free, but you can use some of the locations. Find some of the locations. So for this purpose, you can use this size. So size is very important. So all the variations of array declaration I had completed now. Fine. So from next class, be alert. Okay. And all others are also requested because 1 or 2 persons are speaking and others are not speaking. So it will definitely impact on your sessionals also. Those who are active, only the person will get extraordinary marks. And I think only Shahaz and Mahima and sometimes Prathama Aditya will speak. And sometimes Swami is also speaking, but not other persons. They are not speaking a single word. And sometimes B. Kiran Kumar also speaks. Okay. So be alert in this classroom because it is very important. If you feel that I am not teaching good, then you can ask me or you can complain. You can raise complaint. But if I am going to take effort for you, then you must attend this class for means for freely available slot of times. Okay. Otherwise, you need to go for attending another. You need to pay 400, 500 rupees extra, and then you need to learn C stand alone from some other person. Okay. So don't do like this. It is my humble request to all of you. Fine. Hope from next time you all will give me answer. If you are not able to speak, just type in chat box. That is also that will also help me a lot. Fine. Or if you want more sessional marks, if you are interested in 99% sessional marks, I am having one proposal. Are you interested in that proposal? Prathama Aditya is interested.
Sir, what is
Okay.
it?
So
No, sir. Actually, I was.
no, I am having very good proposal and it will help a lot to you and me also. Fine. So I think we have completed up to array. More or less, you know array. Fine. So we will start doing Coursera courses. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we need to take extra effort and within a week we need to complete all these things. Then only it is free of cost available. Fine.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So all are interested. If certificate is received, 4 courses are there inside that. One single program, 4 course. If certificate will receive, I will declare your course completion also and your what sessional also. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So we will start from Monday. Fine.
Okay.
So from Monday, we will start that course and within a week, you need to complete that course. Because to save money only. If you take more time, then there is no problem.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much and please remind me about this. Fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.